Well, hey there, fire signs. Welcome to your weekly sacred directions reading from the Oracle of the Feather Crown Tree. Thank you for letting me do this reading for you. I will explain all the card positions as we go through. I do start with readings from the books themselves. It helps put my brain into a certain frequency so that I can switch into the intuitive readings, which you may just skip forward to. Look for the timestamp below and you can just hop right over to the intuitive part of this spread if you like. So we are going to start with our center card. It represents the will in this spread, so what you're determined to go after this week and sort of the driving force behind the other aspects of yourself this week. So we have inheritance. It's a Saturn in Scorpio card. By the way, this is from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. In the distance, among craggy hills behind a lively town, is a huge castle representing the past, tradition, and inheritance. Above, a classic maze has a unicorn at the center, a powerful and fierce beast that can only be tamed by a virgin. For Saturn Scorpios, finances and shared property are areas of life requiring self-discipline and responsibility. Somewhat perfectionist in their work and able to take this to extremes, the people this card describes can earn the reputation among workmates and colleagues of being hard taskmasters. Those with this planet sign combination can exert enormous and persistent energy in order to achieve aims and accept a great deal of personal hardship in the process. Because of this ability, they find it difficult to realize when they have taken on too much to the detriment of their health. So with this card comes a warning to watch that excessive drive. The sign placing indicates that Saturn Scorpios would be better advised, where possible, to avoid personal legal matters, such as litigation. They may, however, find themselves quite happily looking after other people's financial and legal problems. And in this role, providing, they are sure to keep everything above board. The Saturn Scorpio personality can be quite successful. Because of Scorpio's rulership of the 8th house, there is a promise of an inheritance of some kind whenever this card is drawn in a reading. Negatively, the inheritance card can indicate the capability of the questioner to harbor deep, brooding resentment when he or she feels some injustice has been perpetrated. Okay, now we're going to look over to the right in the center, and that's going to be representing the position of fire, which in this reading is talking about spirituality and passion. Our card is coming from the Dragon Oracle deck, and you have Silver Lunar Dragon. It bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. Choosing this card suggests that you call on the Silver Lunar Dragons to bathe you in their energy, and that you practice peace, harmony, equality, cooperation, love, unity, and wisdom in your daily life. A lunar dragon will be close by, helping and supporting you. As you are bringing yourself into balance, you are doing your part to bring the planet into equilibrium. Visualize your causal chakra as your own personal moon. The Silver Lunar Dragons will touch and expand it until the frequency is high enough to allow pure white unicorns to step through it. Wow, double unicorn reference so far. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so the next card in the south position is representing the element of water, and this will be speaking about your emotions. Iwi, it's about bones, and it also represents respect. So this card is from the Power of Hawaiian Wisdom deck. The essence of this card is respect. It means to take care of your own interests. It can also be interpreted to mean mind your own business. A related expression refers to bleaching the bones in the sun, which has been interpreted to mean mental exposure, or talking unnecessarily of other people, or talking too freely about faults and weaknesses of one's family to outsiders. It is important not to speak negatively of others, treat others with respect, walk an honorable path, and respect yourself. It also may be necessary to teach others how to treat you by explicitly telling them what it is that you require. Respect is required on many levels. Respecting the privacy, the perspective, and the space of others, and demanding it for oneself are essential. When this is uncovered, respect may be missing in any one of those areas. So be sure to act in a way that allows respect to be communicated and restored. The west position is next, and our card's going to come from the Dreamtime reading deck. This position represents the element of earth, and it's about your body and anything physical in your reality. You have butterfly, representing beauty. Butterflies come in a variety of sizes and a rainbow of endless colors. They are often seen as representing transformation. A butterfly begins its life as an egg, which hatches into a caterpillar. The caterpillar eventually becomes a cocoon, and finally, after spending time as a chrysalis, it emerges so different and almost unrecognizable from the caterpillar it was before its wings were formed. It is for this reason that the butterfly card also represents the beauty and freedom that can occur when you trust in the process of change. As a reward for the time it spent in the darkness of the cocoon, the butterfly emerges with wings and the gifts of beauty, flight, and freedom. The butterfly inspires you to trust that there is beauty to be found in times of great change. If you have been struggling, understand that part of the process of transformation is to be tested. The butterfly offers hope and reminds you that it must endure the darkness of the chrysalis in order to find its true purpose, fun, and innocence. The butterfly promises a special time of intimacy and joy. The butterfly's appearance gives you a reason to smile. If you see a pair of butterflies dancing together, this can often indicate that a new friendship or a new love is on its way. We all like to hear that, don't we? Okay, so our final card is in the north position. This is the position of air, dealing with your communication and your thoughts. And you have skunk, and let's see what this Aztec themed deck has to say here. I like how this deck has sometimes different interpretations than a lot of other associations we may have with animals. So, if skunk has made an appearance in your cards today, perhaps you're being too clever for your own good. Taking a calculated risk is one thing, but risk-taking can easily slip into foolhardiness. Skunk is here to warn you of the possible repercussions of your arrogance, when you feel you are immune to consequences, that no one will catch you crossing the line, you have moved into a dangerous mindset. Skunk teaches us to be clever but not foolish. Take risks when they are worthwhile, but do not become a daredevil, flaunting your mortality to the universe. All right, fire signs, let's have an intuitive look here at what's going on. These readings are also great if you have this element, if you know if it's like dominant in your chart as well. Okay, so I see like there's something that is of a higher purpose in your life that you're really focused on, and there may be more than one way to get there, and you may be taking kind of a hard route to get there and feeling like totally disoriented when you start to get there. But what you're seeking will be worthwhile. It will be magical. It will be beyond, it will be like a stunning thing to encounter if you get to the heart of what you are seeking, even though it's going to even feel a little bit prickly to even begin the process of moving towards it. And it's something different than what you normally are experiencing in your everyday reality, which you may have built up at this time. You may have a lot of security and are feeling like, things are fine and you're happy. Like your life may even have a slight fairy tale quality to it. But even so, something feels stale about that. Something feels like old and played out in that story. And you're seeking something different, something, it's definitely in your thoughts too. It's something mental that you're moving towards. It's in that realm. I am seeing a lot of activity in what's going on with you as far as passion goes, and how that ties into your spiritual self as well. There could be a lot of working at night, enjoying just the inspiration that comes from even having the moonlight around you. The softness of that type of light can help you perhaps dream into and focus on deeper psychic insights that may be coming to you that are a lot of inspiration to you, can really provide moments of just lighting you up and making you feel really transformed and fulfilled, and in this essence of, this deep lunar psychic energy. Your emotional state that I'm looking at here seems fairly complex. I am getting that under it all, like anything that perhaps is new that's growing in this realm is healthy and it's just flourishing. It's very much alive. Though at present you may be experiencing a little disconnect, a little bit of like something's trying to get you that you can't see, hidden from you. You might be trying to move away from this, but find that you can't, that you're actually directly over something that feels like a dangerous emotion, and you may even be like vacating the scene to where you're not even like really present in it, like you are just not dealing with it at all and trying to, I don't know, maybe just rise above it in a way, get a better perspective on it. It definitely feels a little bit unresolved. It feels like it's kind of heavy. I mean, like you may even be thinking thoughts that are really moving these emotions. in a direction. And there may be a lot of instinctual things kind of that you're not seeing about it either, that you're not bringing in, that could help guide the circumstances that are leading to this sort of emotional atmosphere that you're in, and maybe making you feel like there's just scarceness, like there's just not, it could just be like poor nutrition too, like maybe you're just not eating well and your body isn't nourished, and therefore you're just feeling kind of emotionally disconnected, depleted, out of touch with things in nature that would otherwise kind of create your multidimensional self and put you into a state of health. So it looks like this is just kind of temporary, and something will come in here and restore your emotional well-being. Your physical self could feel like it's like there's a lot of change maybe going on in your physical environment or with your physical body, but it's good change. It's really, really healthy change. And you may be lucky enough to have someone along with you that's changing with you. And you're both kind of enjoying the process of it. And you're growing stronger. You feel more alive. Your environment feels really healthy. And you're just thriving there. So that looks really good. And with your communication, it may feel a little bit snarled. You might feel perhaps even under attack. You might want to get defensive. You might want to react, and you might feel like things are kind of coming at you from all angles. Like there's a lot of people putting input in, and kind of from your environment. It just may have you feeling like you're in a state of shock even. And you definitely might feel like you just want to find a way to repel this, and like you're anxious, like claws are out, you're ready to pounce. I would say that it's definitely a feeling of being on the defense. So maybe change your position. Like sometimes we think that we need to defend ourselves, but we don't. We just need to kind of step into our own personal authority and speak our truth and be heard, and not have to answer to accusations coming at us from a point of, feeling lesser than. So you may just need to, like maybe you've just been distanced from people, and now might be the time to speak. Or if you've been quiet, there just may be a lot of chatter around you that you're just out of touch with. So yeah. And the only other thing I'm kind of getting off that is maybe just kind of a lot of contrast. So that it might not just be like one thing. Like you might even feel conflicted about that sort of internally, like be seeing things from a few different points of views, and just seeing like there's all these different ways of looking at things. So again, when I see complicated energy like this, I always think like things will pass. So it's just temporary, and you will get through it. You have plenty of other resources for you this week to get you where you need. So what a great reading. Thank you for being here with me. Please check out, if you'd like, I have other themed readings on a few different playlists on my channel. So you're always welcome to peruse those. And I'm sending you blessings and just wishing you a lovely, lovely week. Take care, you guys.